Hi, it's Will from StormTheCastle.com, and here's a nice little project I wanted to show you. I call it the Upside Down Terrarium, and for obvious reasons you can see it's upside down. This project, I'll give you some, I'm going to put off telling you how I did it until the very end of the video, so maybe along the way you can guess exactly how I did it, but I had a lot of trouble getting this just right. The big thing for me was I wanted to have the glass here along the top of the terrarium where the plants are very clean and very clear. I didn't want any dirt on it. So it posed a bit of a challenge. Otherwise, it's just a simple, plain terrarium. I used seeds. I didn't use plants. I used all the typical methods with soil and sphagnum moss and some pebbles for drainage. And I made myself a little stand to hold it in. So if you want to do something like this, you could make any kind of a stand that's appropriate for you. And I just made this up. It's kind of fun. And I like how it's suspended in midair. It adds to the unusualness of the terrarium. So let me say a couple of things. I went through a lot of different iterations of this trying to get it right. And I wanted to show you, here's one that I did. If you can see this, it's quite a mess. That terrarium's no good. So I tried putting the materials in there and then quickly flipping it over to see if I could get it, but the dirt would all stick to the sides. I tried putting a balloon in there and blowing it up and then compressing it towards the bottom of the jug and then putting all the materials on top of it, and that didn't work. I couldn't get the balloon to work right. It still made a mess. I tried putting a bag in there and filling the bag with the soil and then trying to tear the bag and get that out while the soil remained once it was upside down, and I couldn't get that right either. So I went through a lot of different iterations trying to get it right until I finally struck upon the idea, and I'll show you that, what I did. But let's get a close-up here. So we get a bit of a close-up look here, and you can see the plants are sprouting. It's gonna, once it fills in, it should look a lot better. So just standard terrarium practice, except that upside down. I put the materials in there while the bottle was right side up, the jug. Then I put a little bit of soil. I put some seeds. I put the rest of the soil. Then I put some Spanish moss or sphagnum moss, and then I put the stones. And then so that when it's in its upside down position, that configuration is correct for drainage and for sunlight and for water. So so now we'll pop to the little video that shows you exactly. If you've already guessed, then congratulations how I did it, how I got it to be so it's upside down and everything's in there without getting dirt on the side. As you can see, there's no dirt whatsoever along these sides here. It's really nice. So if you guessed the right solution to the problem, congratulations. But here's a video that shows you how I did it. Somebody suggested that, or guessed that, maybe I cut the glass with a glass cutter, and that's why it was seated with the band right where the soil is. So here's another look at it that shows you that I didn't cut the glass. You can see there's no cuts in the glass. So if you guessed I cut the glass, you didn't guess right. The jug, the integrity of the jug is exact. There's no, I didn't mess with the jug in any way whatsoever. So keep guessing, and I'm going to show you how I did it. I filled the jug half with water and then put it in the freezer and let it freeze to a solid block of ice. That was all I did. Now I could put all the materials in there, and then when I flipped it over, I could let it melt. Simple as that. But there are some safety precautions you need to follow. Please read the next thing carefully.